The issues with the Washington Monuments elevator might be more widespread than first thought.
That's right. Just 2 days after reopening, the elevator malfunctioned, forcing visitors at the top to walk down hundreds of steps.
Well, now the National Park Service is responding after the ABC7i team obtained some documents showing the problems might date back much further. Chris Van Cleve live now from the National Mall to tell us what he's uncovered. Chris.
Well, Leon, remember, the elevator was part of the $15 million of earthquake repair. But these documents we've obtained detail problems that go back to last May, including a harrowing ride for one park police officer who was coming down from the top at 490 feet up that monument. The elevator began to shake. It continued to go down. He described it as shaking and jerking and swaying back and forth before it became stuck 140 feet above the ground. For 80-something Jane Boyukas, walking down the nearly 900 steps from the top of the Washington Monument last week was not easy, but it was her only option after the elevator malfunctioned.
Oh, God. I didn't know if I was going to make it or not.
Last week was not the first time the elevator failed since being repaired after suffering damage in the 2011 earthquake. A source familiar with what's described as ongoing issues with the elevator says it malfunctioned at least 3 times the weekend before the monument's public reopening, twice with people inside, once resulting in D.C. firefighters being called to the scene. And according to Park Police hazardous condition reports obtained by the ABC7i team, officers documented at least 4 other instances since May of 2013 when the elevator stopped working. In January, a Park Police officer got stuck 420 feet up. In December of 2013, another officer had to be freed by D.C. Fire from the 140-foot level. Earlier that day, the report indicates the elevator stopped at approximately the 10-foot level, but had returned to service. Tourist Angel Flood and her family made it to the top without problems.
Especially not with children. I wouldn't want to be stuck in there and watch them panic. So very glad it didn't happen to us.
Did you give that any thought as you were up at the top, how long it would take to get down?
Oh yeah, some of us talked about it. I mean, depending on your fitness level and your age, it could be impossible. I mean, you could be stuck.
Now, in just the last half hour, the Park Service did respond to our request for comment today, saying, in fact, there is a problem with the elevator. They know there's a problem with the elevator, and they're bringing in specialists to figure out why it's happening. They think it centers around the controller of the elevator, which isn't reading that the doors are closed, which then stops the elevator, sometimes getting it stopped between floors. They did point out no one has been on board the elevator when there have been problems since it reopened. And the superintendent for the Park Service here in the National Mall said he believes that the elevator is safe and they will fix the problem as quickly as possible. We are live along the National Mall tonight. Chris Van Cleve, ABC 7 News.